Hi, my name is Don LaPlume, and I'm with a very special lady, Sheila Hall. And Sheila said that she was going to be talking with some of her realtor friends. So I wanted to give a few tips on how we're using the Servia Go system for realtors. So really three key areas, three simple ways to market homes and to generate more listings and sales with the Servia Go units. The very first way is simple. Every time you are out there in public, what you want to do is you want to have one of these things on your keychain. Okay, it's smaller than a keychain, smaller than a key fob. But here's what it does. This simple unit broadcasts 100 yards all around you, and it's a very special message. It's a message that you pick that can link a person either to your website, your Facebook page, or more importantly, I think, to your listings. And so what happens is when somebody is driving by one of your listings, or maybe walking by, they see the sign, and all of a sudden they happen to look at their phone, or even they're getting close to the house and they look at their phone, they're going to have a Facebook type notification right on their phone if they have an Android phone. Now here's the cool thing. You just promoted your house and the listing on their phone without them ever having to type in a text code or anything else. So real simple way to reach a lot of people. But here's a cool thing. It's not just reaching those people. There's a couple other ways that you can use this. There's many ways actually, but I'll share two others with you. One way is a very simple guerrilla tactic. You know that listing contracts, listing agreements usually for 6 months. And then hopefully they get renewed if the house didn't sell, right? Well, you also know that there's listings out there that you really like to get. You know you might be able to do a little bit better, but somebody else got the listing first. Okay? So now that listing is getting close to expiring. Let's say it's 4 months old. There hasn't been a lot of activity, and you know you can do a little bit better for them. You could actually have one of these, nailed to a tree or somewhere close by. They are weatherproof. And so all the neighbors around, including the occupants of that house, will keep getting these messages about that house that's for sale, but having your information on it. How cool is that? You're marketing that person's house, even though you're not the listing agent. So what does that do when they see that on their phone and they say, wait a minute, I'm not really getting any traction here. Maybe I need to go and check out a different realtor. And they kept seeing the message on your phone. On their phone, sorry. They don't have to do anything to get the message on the phone. It appears. All right, it really is that simple. So simple guerrilla tactic. Here's one other thing that I think is really helpful. You get a listing, and not only do you want to have the listing promoted in all the ways that you normally would, but you have one of these either attached to your sign or right in the house. That's listed. You just let your seller know, hey, we're going to leave this here. This is broadcasting 100 yards out to all of your neighbors. So they might know somebody who's interested in buying. And by the way, this is also how I market myself. I'm marketing your home and myself at the same time. So if they decide to sell, they're going to have this beacon. But they're going to know even more about your home and maybe help us sell it. So those are just a few ways to use the Servia Go system, and I really thank Sheila Hall for asking me to do this. She is a phenomenal leader, a great woman, and just a wonderful person. So I'm glad I was able to do this for her. So thanks, Sheila. And